You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. I am working on the Easy Bake Oven Cookbook. This was from the 1970s. Well, let me see, that's kind of far away. And it's really small. 1971 Easy Bake Oven Cookbook. Now, I just finished a series from the Todd Coopy Light Bulb Baking Book with 5 recipes from Baker of the Year, Baking Champions. And that was pretty exciting. Different kind of baking for me with the Easy Bake Ovens. Now, all along, I've kind of followed the different ovens through the years, and I went through the books, like this book, and I did most of the recipes. So the other day, I was scanning some of the books and then checking my videos. So here is the book from this oven. There's a picture of it so you can see which one it is. I've used that oven numerous times in video. I'll probably head over to the mini kitchen, but I thought, well, let me do a little prep here, and then I'll move over there. So they go through the Easy Bake directions for Easy Bake mixes, then the Easy Bake directions for Betty Crocker mixes. Then they come into this section, Bake Along with Mother. Use these recipes when you're out of Easy Bake mixes and Mother is baking a prepared mix. So I went through baked apple. Yes, I've done that. Oatmeal fruit bars. Yes, I've done that. Bread pudding. Yes, I've done that. Snow mounds, peanut butter fudge, and then there's the back of the book. As you see, I skipped over one. The peach upside down cake. Now, I've never done it. I went through all my videos, searched at different ways to see if I have done it. Thought, well, this would be the time to do it. I'm going to do a little bit of prep here, and then we'll move over there because I can bake it in the oven that's set there and ready to go. Now, I was looking at the instructions. It called for a 1/4 cup of yellow cake mix or 1 package of the Betty Crocker or Easy Bake yellow cake mix. So we have the Easy Bake yellow cake mix. 3 teaspoons of peach juice, remember that. 2 slices of drained peaches, which is probably just enough to fit the bottom of an Easy Bake pan. And then brown sugar. Now it says grease pan lightly with butter. I've done that before. Doesn't say use flour. And then cover bottom of pan lightly with brown sugar. Arrange thin slices of drained peaches over the brown sugar. Mash lightly with a spoon. Pour cake batter over peaches. Bake about 20 minutes. Let cool. Put cake on a plate with peaches up. Okay, so put cake on a plate with peaches up. All right, well, where does it say to use the 3 teaspoons of peach juice? It does not. Normally, the Easy Bake cakes are about 1.5 teaspoons. Not 3 teaspoons. Maybe they want me to use the teaspoon peach juice in the actual batter mix. It doesn't say. I've read it a few times. Maybe you see something differently. But I have to assume that's what the peach juice is for. So the only thing I really need to get ready is the peaches. And then I can move all this back over to the mini food. We got the flour, the water, which I won't need because it's peach juice. And then my little thing of butter. There you go. And then I have my cake mix and my brown sugar. So let's open up the peaches. I thought, well, let me do it over here because it is of a larger scale. And then I'm thinking, oh, how do you do this? Do you do it this way? Or do you do it this way? There's 2 different ways to use these. I'll use it this way, and then you can see. Tell me if you've used it this way as well. It cuts the can much differently. I want to get my 3 teaspoons there. Okay, so let's get that recipe again. It was 3 teaspoons of peach juice. So I'm going to use this for my peach juice. Hopefully it'll fit. Now I'll just use this because it's 3 teaspoons. That's too small. All right. 1. 2. 3. Okay, that's for the cake mix. All right, so now let me just put the peaches in another bowl. All right. So 2 peaches. All right, let's see. That one looks nice and mushy. That one looks nice and mushy. This one seems a little more thicker and firmer, so I just want mushy peaches. All right, so now I can take all of this over to the other side. We've gone over it. I can make my cake mix, and then we'll definitely see how this one turns out. All right, over to the mini kitchen side. I was thinking about the pan, and this would be a newer pan. Now, this pan would not be from the 70s. This is closer to the type of pan they were using at the time. It's a little thicker, a little bigger, a little taller. And actually, I think this pan almost fits inside that pan. So it's just slightly bigger, and it'll be more accurate to what we're making here. All right, so first it said grease the pan lightly with butter. Let's do that. So are you assuming, like I'm assuming, that the juice is actually for the cake mix? That's kind of what I have to assume. Now it's interesting how there was actually a mistake in the book. I wonder if they ever reprinted that or made a correction to that. Okay, it said lightly, so let's not go overboard. But let's make sure we get the edges too. Okay. Then sprinkle lightly. Everything's lightly. All right, now that that's done, cover bottom of pan lightly. Cover bottom of pan. Let's do that. Now, you know, brown sugar is not like flour, so. I mean, to me, that looks lightly, so I think that's good. All right, so now that that's lightly. All right, now it says, arrange the thin slices of drained peaches over the brown sugar. Oh, it wants me to make the cake batter. Even it doesn't say make the cake batter. So let me do that before I construct anymore. All right, that red bowl is what you would have found in easy bake ovens of that time. So let me get this over here. Let's do this here. Well, actually, let me put this on the left. Okay, I think we're getting it here. So let me get the mix in. Guys, that's poured over the peaches. So before I even do that step, it actually didn't say make the cake mix. It just says the cake mix. It doesn't say prepare the cake mix. Now I still have some more recipe books to go through. I was going to go through all of my recipe books from the ovens just to make sure. Now there's a lot of duplication. Like in the next recipe book might have some of these recipes that I've already done. So I think that's pretty good. Now the 3 teaspoons, yes. 3 teaspoons of peach juice. I hope my assumption is correct. There's a little chunk of peach in there. That's going to help the flavor, huh? Now it says pour over. It doesn't look like it's pour over, but we'll definitely. You got to kind of press out those little pieces that are in these mixes. I don't know what year that mix is from. I'm guessing 80s. 80s or 90s. Maybe even newer, I don't know. They were using those white packets for quite a while. Okay, so set that off to the side. Let's get this cutting board. I do want to chop up the peaches a little bit. Now it does say 2 slices drained peaches. It doesn't say 2 peaches sliced. It says arrange thin slices of drained peaches. So let's just do that. Okay, not sure how I want to cut these. I'll just have to cut it this way because it's the easiest way. Alright, let's grab the next one. See, that one's a little firmer. A little darker and it's a little firmer. Okay. Okay, now arrange these thin slices of drained peaches over brown sugar. Now, they technically were not drained. Now, let me get them in here. Let me get a little colander. We'll just drain off anything that's here. There was a lot of juice on there, so that's out. I'll just move them around a little bit, see if we can get any more of that juice out. Okay, now arrange. Oh, that's a thick piece. Didn't get cut very good. Let me just get these in here. Yeah, there's a little bit of juice on the bottom, so the draining worked. Okay, now we can just arrange them around the bottom. Okay, now it says mash lightly with a spoon. Mash lightly with a spoon. Oh, maybe they want a nice mashed flat layer. That's probably it. Okay. All right, then pour cake batter over peaches. Well, the only thing I don't have handy is a spatula. Ooh, scratch that. It was off to the side. It's probably being, when it was washed, I never actually officially put it where it belongs. I want to save every morsel of batter. There we go. Now we're into it. Look at all that. Let's get some here. Gonna have to do a little spreading. All right, final scrape. Okay. I would say that's pretty good. It's going to spread. Now it says 20 minutes. Well, that's a pretty long time. So we'll have to keep checking it. All right, so yeah. Bake for 20 minutes. I'm going to do that now. So let me get this in the oven. All right, so here we go. Let me grab my pan pusher. Oven's been on and warming up. Oh, did you get a good look at that? Let me just show you what that looks like. You could see a lot of the juice is still on the bottom, even though they were drained. And then we will put this in here now in 20 minutes. What do you think? I'll check it in 10. How about that? We'll check it in 10 minutes and see how it goes. Can I get in there? All right, 10 minutes. All right, so let's check the cake. I'm more prepared this time. Remember the last few times I didn't have a hot... Ooh, it's raised pretty high. All right, so looking at that and noticing on the back of this, it is not done. So let me carefully put it back in. And let's finish it up for 10 more minutes. All right, let's get this out of the oven. It looks pretty nice from the last time. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I have a toothpick handy. I was ready with the little hot mitt. It is definitely baked. All right, cool. Let me let that cool down now. Cool. Let me let that cool down. And I will be back. We'll flip it over and we'll give it a taste. All right, I am back. It's been sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes. I just realized that I left up Hello Kitty from the last video. So Hello Kitty gets to stay in this video. Let me, well, I'll tell you what. Let me grab the tea. We'll give myself and the guests a cup of tea. And then we will get to the cake in just a second. So overall, I would say, besides the fact that directions do not say use the peach juice in the mix, I'm assuming that's what it is. What are you all thinking? Is that what you have surmised? It's definitely cool. Let's take a look at it. Now I'm hoping the peaches are all nice and mushy on the bottom. Let's just see, the brown sugar. Okay, so it doesn't want to just plop out. So let's work our way around. I'll have to scrape around. You know, maybe 20 minutes was too long. Ooh, this one's going to be tough. Oh, there. It was definitely sticking to the bottom. Okay, I'm slowly destroying it. This is very, what you would say, almost like caramelized. Let me get a napkin here. I think it'll come out. It's just very crummy. Let me get those crumbs out of there. Yeah, see, it's stuck in spots. Ooh, stay together. I think if I can get it on the plate now, we'll see. It's hard to know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, okay. I see exactly what's going to happen. Ooh. My guess is that the light butter should have been heavy butter. Okay, let's see if we can get that piece back into place. All right. Well, not the prettiest looking dessert, but for my first attempt, I'm going to say, what would I have done differently? I probably would have put more butter in the actual pan so that the sticking, I think we could still take out a healthy piece for us. The peaches are there. We're still going to get a taste. And for you, well, of everything I've made in the last 2 months, this is probably the worst looking dessert. Oh, wow. I thought I could make it. That's happened to me at actual parties, though. Oh, yeah, here, I got it. And then it falls right over. Not to mention I have a spatula nearby, but that's okay. All right, so that's your piece. I'm going to say it looks like peach crumble. We're going to call this the peach crumble. That actually does look pretty good. So here we go. Let's cut it. It's very moist. Let's get some of the peach and the brown sugar. Give it a taste. It's very nice. You get good peach flavor. Let's see, I was looking for like a little of the, the burnt piece. Not necessarily burnt, but caramelized brown sugar. All right, one more bite. Bigger bite. It's very good. Besides its appearance, the flavor is good. What I do differently? Well, I'd probably, like I said, put more butter. It actually baked pretty good. I mean, it still feels, it's got a moistness to it, but maybe instead of 20 minutes, 18 minutes, that might have made a difference. I'm not sure. Either way, I tried it. It's very tasty. Now you know the recipe for the peach cobbler. This is from the 1971 booklet, and they called it the peach upside down cake. I'm calling it the peach upside down cobbler. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.